Clara here once again. Thank you so much for joining me, those who have been following me. And if you are here for the first time, all I can say is that it's not by accident, it's divine. Maybe the message that I have for you is for you. So you better stick around and hear what I have to say. So for those of you who watched my last video, I was talking about why I am no longer a Christian. Yes, I talked about my Christian background when I was growing up, how I became a Christian. So let's now dive in and hear what I need to say to you today. So a few years ago, I think 5 years ago, I went to college. I was doing teaching, home economics teacher. That's who I am, although I haven't continued and I can say I'm a teacher, but I haven't really taught. Yeah. So anyway, when I went to college, one day I remember in philosophy, my lecturer was just talking about how the missionaries came into Africa and how they brought the gospel, Christianity in Africa. But the things that he shared with us really made me started thinking twice because I was like, these missionaries brought all these things into Africa, but at the end of it all, they took things from Africa. They came holding a Bible, this side, and this side, they were holding a gun. So this really made me start wondering how this Christianity stuff was all about. So I started, doing a bit of study concerning Christianity, and I discovered so many things that were very, I don't know how I can say it, but I think to me they were not making sense. I later on discovered, that, actually some of the things in the Bible have been tampered with. It's like a lot of things have changed. So I was like, but where is the truth? So I started also studying religion, and I discovered that every religion, they always say, no, we know the truth. Follow us, we know the truth. We hold the truth. But I started asking all these questions, you guys. It wasn't very easy for me. So I became somehow disturbed because all along I have been focusing on Christianity and what, was in Christianity. So now this made me stay for like 2 years without going to church because I really wanted to discover the truth by my side. And I thank God that these days there are a lot of things you can know if you want to know. So as I dig deeper, I discovered that a lot of things that I believed about Christianity wasn't really the things that were resonating with me. I know we are different people. I know we've got different beliefs, but for me right now, I'm no longer a Christian because number one, I believe that we have the same God. Some may call him Allah, the universe, the mighty God, Lord, whatever. But when we come to one conclusion, I think God is just one. It doesn't matter what you call God, but God is what resonates with you. And this is what I did. Now what I follow is what is resonating with me. I'm not trying to be, I don't know, difficult, or maybe some people won't agree with what I'm saying, but this is me as an individual. I have discovered so many things that were done when I was a Christian, and now they are like, to me, different because I understand now that God is inside of me and not outside. Like before, I used to think that God was up there in heaven, but now I know according to my own discoveries, that God lives inside of me. Me and God are one. We work together. So, in inverted commas, what I can say is, I am God. Even the Christians say a child of God. If you are a child of God, then you are also God. Yeah, so I've also discovered that, God looks at us just the same. Whether I'm a man, a woman, to God, I'm just the same. I don't have to be a specific person. For example, maybe as a woman, I'm not supposed to put on a trousers. That's a sin to me. God has shown me that there's nothing wrong with that. God will still be God, and God will still love me. I can do, some things. I'm not restricted, because God looks in the heart, not in the outside appearance. So these are some of the things that I discovered about Christianity. Of course, I'm not, trying to say that Christianity, being a Christian, is a bad thing, but this is just my own observation. And also, I've just realized that God cannot send me to hell, because He is my Father. He's not a punishing God, because at first I was thinking that God is all about punishing you, punishing you. Yeah, so I've realized that God is just a loving God. So this is my experience. Otherwise, right now, if you can ask me a question, then now, Clara, who are you if you're not a Christian? Like I said in my last video, Christianity came from Christ-like, But now, I can also, that simply means that I am also Christ-like, even if I'm not a Christian. The Christ-like simply shows people that Christ Jesus, as a human being, God used him for his purpose. So every one of us have got that Christ in us. Okay? So I am a spiritual person now. Why do I say I'm spiritual? In other ways, I welcome any religion as long as it resonates with me. I don't judge other religions like I used to back then, because as a Christian, I was sort of taught, to associate with people like maybe other religions, because they can confuse me. But right now, I understand and I know that we are all one, because God cannot make just one type of religion to make it and survive, while other religions, they look like they are evil people who cannot go to heaven, but they'll go to hell. To me, we are all the same. God does not look that, no, this one belongs to this religion, this one belongs to this religion, but we are all one. So that's why I call myself now that I am happy that I am a spiritual person. Right now, I don't care if I go to church or I don't go to church, but I know that deep within me, there are spiritual things that I follow. Of course, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And this is, yeah, I'm enjoying my life, I can say. I can say that I'm enjoying my life. I meditate, I pray, I sing. So, in other words, I'm very independent to do what I want to do as a spiritual person, and it's great so far. It's a great journey. So, I just hope that you're going to get my point. Otherwise, this is what I wanted to share with you. And if you're seeing me for the first time, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Clara Chips Show. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, where I sometimes also post different videos. Yeah, so remember to love yourselves, because there is no other person who is going to love you apart from you loving yourself. Yeah, so I'll see you later, you guys. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Mwah.